Okay, so we all practicing meditation, fine. So we share our experiences, fine. But there is one more important aspect. If we can add, it will be great. Reading books. How many of you regularly read books here? Great. How many books have you read? I mean, spiritual books? 40, 50. That's fine, madam. Okay. That's it, sir. Okay. 20. Sir, have you read spiritual books? How many, sir? I mean, I'm not comparing anyone. I'm just understanding whether people are reading or not. Just want to know. That's it. Not read. That's fine. Madam? 3 books. I've read 2000 books. So I am a bookworm. After engineering, I continuously read. Right now I'm reading The Psychology of the Group Consciousness and Cooperation by Torkom Seradarian. I continuously read. Sometimes I finish 1 or 2 books in a day. I do the speed reading which Vivekananda taught. I mean, he did not teach me now, but I somehow learned. So with just a glance, I used to read. So the pages goes very quickly. So there's one few beautiful points in that book. I just want to share it. Okay. See, individually, we all do meditation, we all work, we all cook, we all do many things. We are very comfortable doing it individually, right? But when it comes to a group, when you want to work with few people, then the real problem comes. Yes or no? In life. Because the wavelength of every person is different. Just like all these theta, delta, subconscious, superconscious. There are many words, many technical words. The wavelength of each person is different. But if you want to work in group, you can ask me why. Only if you work in groups, your consciousness expands. Your growth will be quick. If you do individual meditation in your home, for you to attain something in 40 days, if you do group meditation in 2-3 days, you can achieve that. Because I know that power. I have taught meditation to more than 1 lakh people. I've read 2000 books. That helped me for my quick acceleration into the spiritual path. I'm still working. I'm a software engineer. So I'm leading a normal life. It's not only spiritual life. Okay. Somebody asks you, do you have time? I say I have 24 hours. Because I don't fix anything in my schedule. So it is possible. Sometimes we can sacrifice sleep. But that energy which you can, I mean, one day without sleeping anybody can do it, right? Yes or no? But what is the next day? But 3 to 4 days continuously also we can stay without sleeping. But how? We need that energy. So when you do meditation in groups, you get abundance of energy. And by and large, practice vegetarianism because a non-vegetarian will drain your energy. It will suck the energy out of you. So vegetarianism highly needed for any spiritual practice. Otherwise, there's a bucket and there's a lot of holes. How much ever you pour, the water is still going out. There's no use. Okay. So Torkom is one of the beautiful author. I don't think the books are here, but if at all you get it, please read it. Torkom Seradarian is one of the beautiful masters. He has written some hundreds of books. I'm lucky to at least read some 7-8 books of his. Amazing books. He goes very deep inside anything, any topic he takes. He goes very deep inside. So in a group, if you want to work in a group, first thing is, remember, everybody is right from their point of view. There the problem comes. Everybody wants to say only my point of view is right. Other your point of view is not right. But believe me, everybody is right from their point of view. If you go and ask a terrorist, he will say his point of view is right. If you ask a beggar, from his point of view is right. If you ask for Bill Gates, his point of view is right. So respect everybody's opinions. Respect everybody's life. Their major problem is solved because you don't need anybody to convince you, or you are not going to convince anyone. You just accept what they are. That's okay. It is their point of view. Second thing is respect everybody. They may be a sweeper, they may be a small person, he may be contributing very little. But the person who puts screws, tighten the screws in the aeroplane is also a very important person. If he loses 4 screws, the wing is gone, everybody is gone. You may say he is only tightening the screws, but that is also very important. Okay. Somebody may be just painting something. Somebody may be only fitting a tire in a aeroplane. If during the landing, if the tire is not there, gone. So everybody is playing their role. Here you look everybody as doing their roles. Don't look at them with their salary or their professions or ladders. When we look people like this, there's always a problem. Look like this. So there is no ego problem. So you can easily work in groups because everybody have groups, yes or no? Friends, family, office, profession, wherever you go, you have groups. My group is very large. I have thousands of friends. So how I can connect with everybody and work is simple. You have to be grounded to earth, respect everybody first, and respect first here. Because these listening skills are very, very important. Most of the times we don't even hear what is the other person want to say. Because our ego stops. First listen. Let them first tell everything. I'll just give you a secret. If the other person wants to listen to you, simple, first you listen to him. Because in life, there will be very few people who listen to you. Completely, your point of view, yes or no. So first listen to them, everything, entirely. Then they will be happy that at least there are few people who is listening to me completely. Then you tell your point of view. And especially when people are with more anger, allow them to express their anger. Let them pour. Let them express everything. I just took a class last week in a software company called Vizuri. I just asked guys, is there anyone who gets anger? And everybody said yes. I said, okay, come on, scold me for 1 hour with the same pitch of anger. They said no. I said, why? I'm ready, okay, to take any scoldings. Come on, someone stand up, because I'm making you to sit now in meditation. You stand up and start scolding me. They said, we can't scold more than 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes max. And one guy spotted correctly and said, later I will not have that energy to scold. So the point is understood there. Even to scold someone, even to be angry, you need a certain amount of energy. And what is happening when you are emotionally bursting out is you are pouring away your energy. When somebody is disturbed, when somebody is not in balance, it is when they are in anger, they are giving a message, help me. That is what I understand from my point of view. So everybody needs care. Everybody needs a helping hand. Everybody needs a shoulder. So why can't we take that role? So listen to those people. Let them express what they have. Let them come out. Then they become cool. Then they will really listen to you. So that is how we need to work in groups. And age factor or caste factor or professionalisms or the money never should interfere in a group. If we are sitting here 20 people here, we are a group now. We did a group meditation. If even a small pinch of differentiation you have in your mind, this guy is a little guy, I am old, I am more experienced, I have more money, why should I meet? Even a small thing in your mind will not allow my words to enter into your head. Who is going to be a loser? Obviously the person who holds something in the mind is going to be a loser, not me. Because when I see everyone, I see as myself. Very simple. One guy asked, I have problem with many people, what should I do? I said, every day when you sleep, you are dying, you are dead. Every day when you wake up, you are newly born. So look at every person as if you are looking at them as a first time. Then the whole problem is solved. One guy loved it and said, wow, it's very nice, new point of view, I'm going to implement it. See, someone takes something. So whenever I look at a person, I may remember you, but maximum I'll try to forget. So that there won't be any emotional problems between us. So you are happy, you are freshly looking at that person. The other person may have anything about you, but it's their problem. You be open, you be radiating the light to everyone. Then automatically they connect to you. So this is how this group consciousness works. See, one person cannot build a building within a short span of time. Then we need a hundreds of people collectively. When they do it, we can do wonders. Whether it's a small group or a big group doesn't matter. If there is a unity, if there is a transparency. But these are all theoretically it is good. Everybody knows that. But how to achieve that is when people do a group meditation, when one person has low energy, one person has high energy, the energy shares here. And if they have some emotional blocks, this energy will throw that out. So this meditation is an aid. This is an helping tool which will make you balanced. When you are balanced, whatever you do, you show that balance there. You exhibit a sun which has hot and heat, it radiates light. Whatever we are inside, that is what we radiate outside. So that's why they say, just with a few words of a person, we can measure their enlightenment measure. With few words, we can understand what kind of person they are. It's not judgment, it is kind of analysis. So we all have to work in groups, work in harmony. So group meditation is the only key. Whatever the question is, whatever the problem in the life, the first point is do meditation. If anybody comes and tell their problem, whatever it may be, first make them sit in meditation. It will do wonders. First thing is they get a balance. Second thing is they will understand what is the root cause of a problem. See, where is the problem coming? The problem is coming from inside you. So where is the solution? That is also inside. Don't seek the solution outside. Wherever is the root cause, if you go inside, you will get the solution there. For all my problems in my life, I went to my inner, I solved everything. I have harmony, perfect harmony with everybody. So this is the message. So read books is my sincere request to everyone. Have always a book with you. That is the best companion, the best friend ever you will get it. Some of the other different points, when you read a point or you know a new dimension, something opens up. You know these petals, in the spirituality they say Sahasra, 1,000 petals. If you understand anything new, which you have never heard or never experienced, each petal opens up. One day I was just reading book, I understood a new point. I felt physically something happening here. Something got opened here. So I got such experiences. So my friends, this is the message today. So work in groups, work in harmony, and read more books and spread the love and knowledge to everyone. Thank you. And let us meet every day.